This is a quick overview of how I build a goldfish pond and stream. The pond sits under our living room window and the stream looks like it connects to my larger pond. To keep costs down, I designed and built the filtration system myself using common hardware store items. G'day, my name is Kev. The aim of my channel is to help people build and maintain ponds without spending a fortune. If that sounds like something that interests you, feel free to subscribe and check out my website, Ozponds.com. The area was pretty much a blank canvas, although I did have a small 1,000 litre or 250 gallon goldfish pond with bog filter sitting under the window. The plan was to make this pond and stream appear connected to my larger pond, which I call my dream pond. I wanted to connect the pathways to the existing gardens that surround the dream pond. I also wanted to have a crossing over the pond itself. I dug in 3 shelves. The pond is about 60 centimetres or 2 foot deep, and each shelf goes down around 20 centimetres or 8 inches. The pond is around 5 metres or 16 feet long, and 3 metres or 10 foot wide at its longest and widest points. I used a string line and a spirit level to check water levels during the digging. I dug out an area on the far side of the pond for an intake bay. This is where all the water will be pulled to. I'm using a wheelie bin to act as a pump vault. Inside the stream area, I dug a hole about 2 metres or 7 foot long, and it's by about 1.2 metres or 4 foot wide and deep. This hole is what will become the bog filter. I lined the pond with EPDM rubber liner. Beneath the liner, I added non-woven geotextile underlayment. To save costs on the stream liner, I used 3 different liners and layered them like roof tiles. Again, it's EPDM rubber with an underlayment below. Even though I made sure I had significant fall between each section of liner, I glued the liners together using Firestone Easy Sealant. Adding rock and pebble to the pond was pretty straightforward. Larger rocks on the verticals and pebble on the horizontals. To create the intake bay and pump vault, I drilled a hole in the base of the wheelie bin and threaded a piece of 90mm stormwater pipe through. I used a couple of pieces of larger heavy-duty drainage pipe to create extra void space for the pumps to draw water from. I then used some drainage cells to create a barrier so the rocks didn't fill the void. To create the bog filter, I used the large drainage pipe to help diffuse the water into the base of the bog. It looks something like this, except in this bog I used a 100mm stormwater pipe as the clean-out barrel. That's because I have a pond vacuum that I can put down this pipe to completely drain and clean the bog. I filled around the drainage pipe with large rocks, used some more drainage cells to help disperse the water, and then layered on the 3 different sizes of rock. This pond has 2 pumps running it. One pump runs up to the start of the stream and the other feeds the bog filter. The pump that feeds the start of the stream is a low-volt variable speed pump. It's capable of delivering 15,000 litres of water per hour, but I have it dialed right back. I estimate it's pumping around 6,000 to 8,000 litres at the moment for 35 watts of energy. The cord on these pumps is very short, so I needed to extend it myself. The pump that feeds the bog filter pumps 4,500 litres per hour, and it's running at 45 watts. When this one dies, I'll replace it with the same model as runs the start of the stream, just because it's more efficient. When I first turned on the bog, the pebble and the rock was very dirty, so of course the water was incredibly muddy looking. To clear this up, I used a flocculant that's safe for use in ponds. For the boardwalk, I used treated pine sleepers and fixed the composite decking for the boardwalk over the top. It's been about 9 months since the pond was built and everything is settling in nicely. The stream tends to grow a bit of algae, but that's to be expected. I don't mind removing a bit here and there. It's all part of the ecosystem and filtration. The pond itself doesn't have a problem with algae, as the goldfish eat it. I don't feed them, they just live off the bugs and the algae. I only bought feeder goldfish, as I have a few ducks, herons and cormorants that love all my ponds. These goldfish are breeding, so hopefully the population will become self-sustaining. If you want more details on how any of the filters were constructed, the edge work, the landscaping, etc., I'll link a playlist in the description that goes into more detail on each aspect of this build. I'll also link the playlist to the Dream Pond build if that's something that you're interested in. I'll also put some links to the components that I used in the description to help you out. I hope you enjoyed this quick overview. If you did, feel free to tickle the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching. See ya.